Ghostbusters Afterlife on 4K. This is day 3 of 31 in 31 days of Halloween 2024. So I heard this movie was good, but I was hesitant to watch it just because I'm a huge fan of the original. But I think this is a legacy sequel done right, where they have new interesting characters that are kind of maybe related to the old characters. But anytime they bring in the legacy characters, I feel like they treat them with respect, and it furthers the story, and it's relevant. So it was cool to see the lady again. And it was crazy to see Harold Ramis at the beginning of the movie, because he is not alive in this.
Possessed. I can't believe we have to spend a summer in this heat. We have lives, you know.
You don't think I have a life?
No, you're a mom. You live for us.
So maybe as somebody who's married to someone who is a mom, this isn't fun. Like, it was like kind of funny, but it's like, that's not funny. That's like a rude little kid. But it's firmly establishing him as a typical teenager. So not all the new characters are annoying little brats, and it's fun to see the new characters they brought in. Like, Paul Rudd is actually really great in this movie, and the girl's talking to him. She's his teacher, and I love this conversation. And this thing she does is so weird and quirky, but it makes for such an interesting character.
P wave, small S wave, like an explosion.
Where's it coming from?
I don't know. I set up geophones, but I can't triangulate.
Are you using 3?
Yeah. I know how many sides there are in a triangle.
I just thought you were being obtuse.
Was that a geometry joke?
Yes, that's why I winked.
That's terrible. No, I loved it.
I also like that a lot of the cast in this show are like little kids. It kind of has like a Super 8 Goonies kind of vibe here, but I love this part.
Are you recording me? Yeah, just in case your body's pulled apart into tiny pieces by an unseen dark force. All right.
The things we can say to our friends. I also love the music in here. You hear that? It's like the old sci-fi movies that have that like but it's also, so it does that a few times, but it also does the kind of the music from the original Ghostbusters. But then on top of that, it's actually a really nice score. So far, like, it's very well made, well put together. All right, speaking of legacy sequel, like physical cameos done right, I think. I love the part with the glasses here. Pulls out his glasses, and it's like a perfect match. I never realized that the Ghostbusters backpacks are on Alice Pack frames. So look at this. Actually, you can see it right here really good. So it has like the kidney pad or waist strap thing, and then the metal frame up to here, right there, and then there's been like a foam thing put on, and then the straps. So this is like Vietnam era, like army rucksack. So the new army rucksack is like a big old plastic frame, which I don't like. So I actually really like the Alice Pack. Anyway, it's cool to see just like the homemadeness of all the Ghostbusters stuff. So I don't remember seeing that in the original. So maybe I just didn't look close enough, or I didn't know what an Alice Pack was last time I watched it. I don't know. I grew up watching the original. I haven't seen it in a long time though. But I did watch the original Ghostbusters a lot when I was little. It was kind of like Indiana Jones, where I watched the original over and over and over, and I didn't know there was a second one. And that movie scared the crap out of me, but I loved it. And I had the little Ghostbusters thing that you put a little like plastic disc in it, and you can rotate it, and it shoots a light through it, and it projects a ghost onto the wall. So it's like their little zappy gun thing. Anyway, I would always go in the bathroom, which was the darkest place, and project that on the wall and freak myself out. This wide shot bird shooting. Yeah! That is so cool. That's an awesome wide shot. Also, just quick note on the 4K. This looks and sounds awesome. Like, this is a really good 4K, I think. The wildland firefighter in me wants to run up and stomp those flames out. So my wife is a scientist, and sometimes So this would be her and this would be me. And so sometimes this happens with us.
Yeah, they started pumping millions of gallons of salinated water deep into the Arbuckle Formation, and then the porous limestone. Are you drunk, or are you just really bored? Because I think I could see you falling asleep.
I just have an allergy to science.
Have you tried Bennett?
Okay, so I don't have an allergy to science, but she often will say big chains of sciencey things, and then I have to be like, stop. What are you talking about? Also, my goodness, Paul Rudd looks great in this movie. All right, I love these tiny marshmallows. They get kind of gratuitous and over the top, but they have so many various and graphic deaths in this movie. It's so funny. Like this. I'm gonna run over one of their own right here. Watch this one get a toothpick through the face here. They really just go over the top with all the different ways these things get killed. I thought the ending, spoiler alert by the way if you haven't seen this, I thought the ending was pretty awesome with the original Ghostbusters coming back.
Man, I love that sound.
It's hard to see in the dark here.
On the count of 3, go on 2, 1, 2.
Marshmallow kill. All right, this is the part where Harold Ramis comes back again. And I thought they did it perfectly, where they don't have him say anything, but he's there to help, right? Look at that. 4 Ghostbusters back again. All right, I love
Are you
this,
all right, son?
and I can relate to this.
You just single-handedly defeated a manifestation of Gozer.
You gotta be my podcast.
Sure, what's it called?
Mystical Tales of the Unknown Universe.
MTW, that's you.
Wait, you're my subscriber?
Really found its voice in the 46th episode.
You're my subscriber? I feel that every time Adam shows up and Good Owner shows up in my video comments. It's like, hey, it's my subscriber. My subscriber who participates. Anyway, I like that. So this movie's not the best. It's not as good as the first one. But it's fun, and it's a good callback, and it's a good example of how a legacy sequel can be done with respect to the older ones. And it has constant callbacks, constant Easter eggs, and similar events that happen. So if you like the original Ghostbusters, I think you like this one. I mean, at this point, I just spoiled the whole thing, so hopefully you've already watched it. But yeah, let's talk about it. What do you think of this movie? Anyway, this has been day 3 of 31 in my 31 days of Halloween, 31 days of horror. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Subscribe if you want to be my subscriber.